What's up, y'all? I got another how-to for you. I'm installing the Kuryakyn Road Thunder on this 2023 Heritage Softail, but this process is similar for many different models, and it will be the same for every Softail from 2018 up to 2024. I'm also using the Harley accessory kit for this install, which will be linked below in the description. So let's get into it. First off, you want to remove your seat, tank, and gauge clusters so we can run the wires. For the seat, remove the screw on the passenger side, remove the thumb screws on the rider's seat, and then pick up on the seat and pull towards the rear. To remove the gauge cluster, you have a 3/16 Allen head on the front and a 7/64 on the rear. After those are out, you can pop the plug off the backbone to reveal the connector. For this connector, use a little pick or screwdriver to press down on the lock. For the tank, you have a 5/16 Allen head and a 9/16 acorn nut on the front and rear of the tank. On these Softail models, you also have a quick disconnect fuel line, much like other models, a vent line that just slides off, and a fuel pump connector which is tucked underneath the frame. To release the fuel line, push up on the chrome piece that is mounted to the tank and pull down on the fuel line. Think of this process like removing an air chuck on an air compressor. The easiest way to get the fuel pump connector off is to prop the tank up with your arm and then reach in to unplug the harness. With the tank and seat off, you can now remove the right hand side cover, which is held on by a 3/16 Allen head. Then the cover just pulls right off. Next, we're going to route the wires for the speakers. I used a couple of zip ties and some string to fish it through the backbone, starting from the rear and moving to the front. Once you're through the backbone, you can cut the fused ends off the Kuryakyn harness. The harness then gets taped to the end of the string and gently pulled through the frame. I like to leave the connector up by the neck so I can zip tie it to the cables up front and prevent any chance of getting crushed in a turn. Once the wires are routed, we move to connecting the Harley-Davidson accessory kit, which is part number 69201599 Alpha. This kit comes with a fused ring terminal. Remove the fuse and then connect this side to the positive of the battery. Before I remove the battery screw, I always pull the main fuse to prevent any short. On the left side of the bike, there's an accessory plug. This plug from the factory only has two wires, one red with a yellow stripe and one black. Red and yellow is the switched power. This power is only on when your ignition is on. Black is your ground. And the blank spot on this connector is where the wire we just ran from the battery goes. Remove the white pin lock inside this connector with a flathead screwdriver. Remove the plug and install the new pin. These pins only go into the connector one way, so make sure you don't force the pin into the connector. Once that is done, you can reinstall the lock. After that, route the accessory kit so it is clean and in a safe position. We will connect the Kuryakyn harness neck. I like to use factory style connectors. You can find these in a link in the description below. I did forget to bring my pin crimpers, but needle nose pliers do the job. Take 3 female pins and install them onto the red, black, and orange wire from the Kuryakyn harness. The blue wire will not be used at this time. Now match the colors up as follows: red to red, black to black, and orange to the red and yellow. Install the pin lock on the female connector with the weather seal and connect it to the Harley accessory kit. Now reinstall the 10 amp fuse to the fuse holder and reinstall the main fuse. Now I like to secure all my wires, plug in the speaker, and check for connection. Once we see that the speaker works correctly and it shuts off when the bike is off, we're good to put everything back together. Now that we're back together, I always check for codes. When you turn on the power with things like the tank off, you will throw some codes which are easy to clear. First, with the ignition off, press and hold the trip switch, then turn the ignition on. Once you're in the code menu, press and hold on the ECM, BCM, Speedo, and ABS. To clear the code, once it starts reading them off to you, press and hold. When you see clear, just press once, and then you'll see your pin number pop up. You can just press one more time. Now you're ready to enjoy the road, blast some music, and just have a good time. As always, please like, comment, subscribe. If you liked the video, let me know. If there's anything that you do differently, I'd love to hear it. But anyway, ride safe and ride smart. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.